Oh, yay. All right, perfect. So he's here. All right.
Just barely.
And Kyle, did you make it to audio? It sounds like it. It looks like it. Is your audio working now, Kyle?
Check, check, check.
I think yours might be working, Kyle. I don't know. It says it is. It's not saying that you're
I'm
waiting.
not sure Kyle can hear you either.
Yeah,
So
Kyle.
maybe send a chat, like you said.
No, he didn't respond to the chat though.
Oh,
So, well, anyways, he was having. Hey, Kyle. All right. So, what did I do? All right. Okay. So, Hannah, we're ready then. Okay. So, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And I think Michael might have went to grab the candle, which is very close to him. Michael, are you getting the candle? Michael, are you getting the candle?
I see a shadow.
I see a shadow. Yeah. Are you got the candle? Michael?
He's hearing it either.
Michael, do you have the candle?
Yeah.
Do you have the candle? We're ready for it.
Yes.
Well, we are. Well, will you please do our candle?
Okay.
Okay, so he's lighting a 2-wick candle, and the first wick represents God or spirit, the all that is. The second lit wick represents us as community. And whenever we gather together with spirit in the midst, which is always in the midst, and we are one, and just like the candle is one. So, all right. Well, thank you very much. And Tim, I am ready for a song. Tim is going to do our music today. John is still having problems, but
working out the glitches, and we know Spirit knows what to do and how to do it.
exactly.
Hearing John loud and clear, and
recording in progress.
Beautiful music.
Okay.
And I think you all know this chant. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up. We are opening up. We are opening up. We are opening up.
Wow, thank you, Tim. All right, so today's speaker is me. I'm going to be speaking. I'm going to go over some of the things that brought us together, and you'll understand once I start it. And then next week will be John, will be our speaker. And then the following week is going to be Deb. Is Deb there? Is she in your? Okay, well, tell her hi for us. So, um, so yeah, so she'll be speaking on the first week in August. But we'll have to decide what we're going to do for the rest of the month. But we're good for that for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Science of Mind 365. And if I get into for today. So this is the one for today for August 20 or July 21st. It says, I relax in the peace of God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. That's Philippians 4:7. We often wonder if peace really exists anywhere. In a world distraught with so much confusion and chaos, we deeply need an inner abiding sense of calm and tranquility. Peace of mind really is what the world is searching after, because without it, we will have only a sense of insecurity and loneliness. Without peace, deep and abiding, there can be no happiness or contentment, no sense of security, no confidence. And yet Jesus said, my peace I give unto you. And the apostle said, the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. This means that in such a degree as we attain peace, Christ, or the anointed of heaven, the indwelling presence, makes itself known to us. For God is not met through confusion, but only through the mind is tranquil and like an unruffled body of water reflects the divine images of peace and perfection. Today I enter into the peace of God. My God is stilled from all confusion. I feel a deep and abiding inward poise. Christ, the Son of the living God, the one Son begotten of the only God, is real to me. I keep my mind stayed on the divine inner peace and letting every thought of discord slip away. I meet the reality of myself, the external and changeless truth about me, which that I am an expression, which that I am an expression of God. I am one with God forever. There is no separation. There is no apartness. Here and now within me, there is a voice that says, be still. Here and now, there is a voice that says, peace, be still and know that I am God. God in me, around me, and through me, the divine forever incarnated and forever kept in the bosom of the Father. I glorify the name of God. I exalt God's presence. I am that which thou art. Thou art which I am, and that which I am, and that which thou art is one and the same. So that was the words of Ernest Holmes, and I'm going to turn it over to meditation time, and Mike will be doing the meditation, and Tim will be doing the music. So.
Okay. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light in you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
So let's all take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Just become centered in your heart. And as I do that, I know with you that there's only one presence, one power, one life, one activity that is omnipresent. Think about that, omnipresent. It's everywhere present. It's everywhere present within me, and it's also wherever that you're at. Because we are one with this one life, this one activity, no matter where we are around Akron or even around the world, is that we are all one with this one life, this one activity, that we are the living expression of God as us. God living its life in and through and as us, experiencing the world as us. So how wonderful it is to be here, to be with other like-minded people as we know the truth. And the truth is this, that we are love, that we are life, that we are light, that we are peace, we are power, we are beauty, we are joy. The 7 aspects of spirit is communicated by Judge Thomas Troward. And again, we are that. So no matter what's happening in and around us, that we can always know that from the Psalms, that peace be still and know that I am God. That peace that passes all understanding is always with us, guiding us, directing us. As we tap into that, as we become aware of it. Yes. So I just give great thanks for just being able to do the meditation today. And I give great thanks for this wonderful community of people that meet weekly. And I just give great thanks for us as Summit's Center for Spiritual Living being a great light to the world. Being a light that, again, that is transforming not only ourselves, but again, the whole planet. And that we are the light bearers within the so-called confusion. People see our light and love, and they recognize and realize that that light is within them, and that they can come to their own awareness. So I just give great thanks for Diana for being our spiritual leader, and I give great thanks for John, and I just now know that the technical issues are solved. I give great thanks for each and every person here, and I bless our community. And I now just set forth this intention that more and more people happen to find us, and that they join us here online and whenever we do in-person gatherings, because again, that this love that we feel is just so much. It's universal. And we can give that to the world, not only through us meeting, but also through us just thinking about it. So we just now know that, again, that we allow ourselves to grow. We allow ourselves to prosper. We allow ourselves to be who we are. And for this, I'm just truly grateful for Tim and helping today. And I just know that everything is in divine right order as we continue in divine right action. So for all of this, thank you, thank you, thank you. Infinite Spirit in us, as us, through us, and around us. For all is good, for all is God. So I release this word into the creative law. I now know that it is so now. It is done now. So it is, and so now we let it be. Amen.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on.
So I ask that you now open your eyes, and if you open your cameras, and just take a moment to look into each other's eyes and see that magnificent spiritual being within each and every one of us. If you look, the eyes are the window of the soul. So we look at the eyes of each other, we are growing right to the soul and seeing that right here and now. All right. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, as I was doing my stuff, I realized that I'm going to do it a little bit different than what I just was going to do. All right. So I wanted to talk today about Summit Spiritual Center for Spiritual Living. What are we about? Something we haven't talked in about a while. So this is like our motto, whatever. We are sharing universal. One more time. Summit Center for Spiritual Living, sharing universal good by serving, empowering, and revealing the promises of the Most High through love. Summit Center is sharing universal good by serving each individual person as a unique part of the Most High. Summit Center empowers each individual by helping them realize that if they want change in their life, it starts with changing their thinking first. Summit Center is revealing the Most High by spending time looking within, taking time to listen to the voice within that is guiding you through love. Summit Center teaches the promises of the universal spiritual principles of the Most High through classes, seminars, weekly gatherings, reading circles, and the use of positive prayer. So that is our promise statement, basically, what I just read. And it kind of explains a little bit about us, what we are doing. But we actually, if you were to have a motto, our motto is empowering, is serving, empowering, and revealing God within through love. And that is our actual motto. But since we don't get to talk about this very often, the serving is so important. that we try to help one another, to help each other become the best that they can be. That's the whole thing behind it. Is that whether it's through us meeting together, doing prayer for each other, taking time to share things. When we had our physical place, we would actually be able to gather and enjoy a cup of coffee or whatever with each other. We can still enjoy a cup of coffee. We just have to do it separately in our own place right now, but that's okay. So, and that we empower, because by helping people understand that they have power, that makes a big difference, that the power is already there. We're just helping them recognize that power that is theirs. And then by revealing spirit within, or God within, all this is done by revealing God within and recognizing it's there. So I also have what a thing that kind of explains what science of mind is. Science mind is our philosophy, and it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions, and philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations of humankind. Science is something to use. Philosophy is something to think about. Religion is something to believe. To use the words of Ernest Holmes, founder of the religious science movement and author of the above quote. So that is what science mind is. So science mind is a philosophy. It is definitely something to think about. And it's very important that we learn more about it. So the science in the religious science is a method, a procedure, a technique that can be used to meet and to solve the many problems of humankind. The philosophy of the religious science is practical, down-to-earth way of thinking about the nature and the universe. The religion in the religious science is both something to believe and an organization through which those participate in the belief that they can work together to help themselves and humankind. In religious science, God is not thought as some invisible being up there. God is realized as the living presence that is everywhere within us, around us, and yet filling all space. In reality, God is the sum total of all things, both seen and unseen. God is all there is. Humankind is included in this allness. Our nature is derived from God, since God is all. And when we recognize this and claim our divine nature, we are now no longer hopeless or helpless human beings caught in the turmoil of the forces. Wow, this is important. God is the sum total of all things, both seen and unseen. God is all there is. Humankind is included in this allness. That also includes the animals and the plants and the oceans and the mountains and the everything. Everything there is, it includes it. Our nature is derived from God, since God is all. When we recognize this and claim our divine nature, we are no longer hopeless or helpless human beings caught in the turmoil of forces. So then the unity of God and humankind implies also the oneness of all human beings. There is a unity that runs through all human beings, regardless of the differences existing in their outer lives. When we recognize and accept this basic unity that exists between ourselves and others, something always occurs to dissolve this irritating the differences that we have been experiencing. And we use affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment, to manifest specific results. This is no problem in human experience, that there is no problem in human experience that is too great, too difficult, or too confused to be handled through prayer treatment. A religious science practitioner is a person who, because of through study of science, philosophy, and religion, knows how to use prayer treatment to get specific results. Science of mind treatments. There are 5 basic parts of it. There are recognition, recognizing God for all that God is, unification, the fact that we are one with spirit, God, mind, the all that is. Recognition, unification, and then recognition, unification, then I am a bad practitioner. I should be able to say this as
Realization.
thank you. Realization. I should be able to answer that just by say, what are the 5 steps? Recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release. So realization is what you are praying about, that you want to realize, what it is that you want, not necessarily the problem, but the solution to the problem. That's what the realization part is. What do you see? What is the solution? And then we give thanks. We give thanks that it's already done, because we're just by speaking our words, and then we release it into the universe to allow us to be able to be and not have to worry about it anymore. Because once you release it and you let it go, you shouldn't have to pick it up again. Now, sometimes you have to because you didn't see it. Well, you didn't see it because you messed up and you brought it up again. And you know, there are ways of sometimes we are our own worst practitioners, because we just continue to bring up the problem instead of working on the realization or the recognition, just recognizing that it's already done. So anyways, we use affirmative prayer as a way to help us. So each person who understands science of mind and is willing to apply it to his or her own way of living becomes convinced of its truth. Each one will have proved that there is a way of living that leads to better health, more abundance, more harmony in relationships with people, conditions, and things, and our ever increasing number of opportunities to be the person or he or she has long desired to be. So that kind of explains all of it, but how do we use it? Well, we can take some positive action. And there are certain things we can do to take this positive action. So first off, we've got to see what it is, what we want. Very first thing is to recognize that you are one with spirit, that you are a part of spirit, that spirit is everywhere present, and that you are one with spirit, with God, with the mind, the creator, the whatever you want to call it. And once you recognize that and you unify with that, then when you get to your realization area, you need to take some positive action for yourself. So there are certain ways to think about the situation. Identify a word to say to yourself when you feel a runaway emotion coming on. The funnier, the better. Such as civilization comes from the back. Anyways, monitor how you talk to yourself. Practice replacing a negative thought with a neutral and a positive one. That is a lot of our problems. We will just use the negative thought and just keep going on with that instead of trying to replace it with a positive. Use visualization. See yourself handling situations calmly and reasonably. Practice big picture thinking. Keep the situation in proportion to others in life. Write down what you are thinking or feeling. Keep a journal. Find an enjoyable distraction to take the mind off of what has triggered this emotion and discuss the situation with a trustworthy individual who is removed from the situation. Do you want to impact the situation? To impact that situation, give yourself physical and emotional space by removing or excusing yourself from the situation. Make a list of what you can control and a plan of course or action. Choose to be silent. Do not start an argument or launch a defensive response. Do research. Gather facts to fill in information gaps or clear up misunderstandings. Make a specific request for the help you may need. Work to stop making assumptions about other people's intentions. Ask more questions to understand. And how you can manage the overall level of stress and negativity is take a deep breath. That's the first thing. Always take a deep breath. It gets you back into the present moment, right here and right now. A lot of times we forget to breathe when we're something emotional. Then seek out positive people to be around. Pick a stress management or relaxation technique and practice it regularly. Listen to music, and I suggest it's music that's uplifting. Be sure it's not negative in its connotation, something that's very uplifting. Do your favorite activities. Do a small kindness without expecting anything in return. Make time for volunteer work. Practice positive self-care. Monitor your nutrition, sleep, and exercise. Cultivate your sense of humor. Look and find humor in day-to-day situations. Laugh more. Keep funny comics, sayings, memes, and videos available for quick laughter breaks. That is something I can say that I really do like is I have been with Facebook, I've been on this thing with puppies, watching puppies and babies, of course, babies are cute, and kittens as well. But they're just so cute. I love looking at them, and there's so many different things on Facebook. Little things they do, or they dress them up, or them just as they bounce around trying to go down the aisle, or just as even watching a child trying to walk. Got to see my nephew on Facebook as he was learning to walk. So anyway, I'm going to end now, and I open this up to any questions or comments that anybody may have.
I want to say thank you because, again, coming back from the International New Thought Alliance, I think you summed up the week pretty good.
Good.
I just Tim's opening song of Sweet Surrender. That's just we sang that a couple of times last week. And first of all, I'm grateful, extremely grateful for Ernest Holmes. I had an opportunity to go to the Science of Mind Archives, which recently relocated to Unity Village, and it was just so wonderful just to again to be there, not only with like-minded people, but to know that there's others, um, you know, the people who were there, the people who aren't there, that are really just affecting the world. The spirit of J. Scott Neal was there. We The Power of Positive Purpose, his book came out in the second edition, so that's available now. But all these people, we all of us stand on the shoulders of giants. Was talked about again that the powerful the reason that we even have this wonderful movement is because of the powerful women, with Emma Curtis Hopkins and Nona Brooks and all the individuals. So I think, Diana, that um, thank you. I mean, that was just again just a really reminder, and I think that the power of us gathering in communities, we can remind each other lovingly, uh, say, well, when you say something, well, that's a good affirmation to make sometimes, because I am not aware of some of the things that come out of my mouth. And so again, by that loving reminder, um, it's good. And, it's, I think that one of the more important things is that there is no shame and blame in this. Uh, one of the misuses of this wonderful teaching is that when individuals or people say, when a condition comes upon or is in a person's life, is that people say, well, what's in your consciousness that created that? That is, first of all, that is malpractice. That's not very helpful in that situation. Yes, yes, for myself, taking personal responsibility is an important part, but the blame and shame is not the answer. It's about empowering. It's about saying, okay, this is where we're at. Where do you want to go? And so again, it was just a wonderful week at Unity Village, and had the opportunity of walking the labyrinth there. Just just a place that, you look around and you say, this is all built on prayer and faith. The whole place is built on prayer and faith, and the loving donations of other people. God using other people again for, even all the rooms at Unityville at the end there, all of them were donated by individuals who went ahead and, the hall that we met in was all donated. The beautiful new conference center that they're building, again, that was all donated. So again, that's we live in the superabundance of God, and the whole idea of, again, of claiming that. A couple of things I was thinking of and then I'll be quiet. What that I've been reading a wonderful book about the life of Nona Brooks, who's one of the founders of Divine Science, and she was the first minister of Divine Science in Denver. And back in their day, back in that time, Diana talked about the 5 steps of treatment. Basically, they didn't have a whole lot of words, but what the technique was this: to be aware of the omnipresence of God in the situation. the omnipresence of God in the situation. And Nona would again that she would just know that again that there is no fear, there's only God, you know, in this situation. And they had some tremendous healings, tremendous you know, read a couple of times in the book where there was a mom with a young man whose arm didn't function, and there was a discussion among they met kind of as a group in Denver of ladies, and there was a discussion saying, well, God can heal except all organic things. And so Nona was in the room, and they said, Miss Brooks, what's your opinion about this? And she says, no, with God, all things are possible. And it was interesting, about a month later, this woman wrote Nona and says, I just really wanted to thank you. My young man, my son came in, and he said, Ma, he says, my other arm's working just perfectly. We limit God. We limit God. It's not, no matter what the doctors have told you, whatever your accountant has told you, whatever anyone has told you, there is a second opinion. That's the second opinion of spirit. So thank you.
Okay. Unless there's any other questions or comments,
That
I have a
would make a
question,
great title
I-
for a talk. Make God your second opinion.
oh, I like that.
Michael, you said that they moved the archives of the Science of Mind or something to Unity Village. What kind of unification is in progress here?
That's a wonderful question. It seems to be that there is some type of unification happening. I don't organizationally, I think that it's still kind of far down the pike. But it was
Do you teach Holmes or Nona Brooks in their protocols
where
at
John
Unity Village?
in Unity.
They
We can
study
talk
Holmes
more about that when we're done, but there's I mean, there's overlap, and then there's differences, but I think taking the whole idea of the week was to say, listen, we are New Thought, and that we need to quit the petty arguments and all the crap that has gone on in the past, forgive that, and start working together as one. So that's, you know, we may have different organizations and different flavors, but that doesn't mean that we can't blend together. So that was the whole idea of the week. And you know, our spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith, was there, from Centers for Spiritual Living. She is coming back for Anton, which is the Associated New Thought Alliance, of which for years that was a kind of a pirate or organization, but she is coming there to have discussions about education. So I think that yes, there are some things that are happening. The INTA archives are also moving to Unity Village also. So I think a lot of good things are happening. So
very interesting. Yeah, I mean, my life has been touched by all of those: divine science, unity, science of mind, even Christian Science. You know, and I find it fascinating and very good.
Okay, well, we're going to have Tim do a song now. Looking forward to this.
I made this song my affirmation, in the midst of all that was going on in 2020. Like all things, this too shall pass, but the eternal truth is something we must not forget. Don't be driven by fear and rage. Those emotions are notoriously inaccurate. What lies in the past and before our eyes are small matters compared to what lies within. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. We're all in this life together. No matter how we subdivide by us and them, when we learn to recognize our oneness, that's when the lion will lie down with the lamb. What lies in the past and before our eyes are small matters compared to what lies within. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. Let's wake up to watch the sun rise.
Beautiful. Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely beautiful. Why is this? There we go. All
Very
right.
nicely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that is the time is that time in our service where we take the opportunity to give. And there are several ways you can give. You can go to Zelle and you would go to sscofakron@gmail.com. That's sscofakron@gmail.com. And you can give that way, or you can write a check and you can send it to 11 with the word summit on it. 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44310. And we'll make sure it gets in the thing. So as we just take our right hand over symbolically take our right hand over top of left. Just know that all that we have, all that we give, all that we receive is blessed in a very special way. And that it goes to the work of Summit Center for Spiritual Living, but it also goes to the world in general, in the truth that sets us free. So it is. Amen. Okay, Tim.
All right. So as I was telling Diana, I still need to learn your song, Good More Good song. But in the meantime, I'll do this one again. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly.
Thank you very much. All right, it is time for announcements.
ntmedia.org. That's ntmedia.org. And we have some great things that are going on. Jim Webb's program is tonight, Miracle of Prosperity. My program's on Friday evenings. And again, I pray several times during the week on and it's also rebroadcast on our Facebook page, on Summit's Spiritual Center of Akron Facebook page. So again, or if you can't, go to New Thought Media Network on our YouTube page. All kinds of great programs there. And again, that we are here, that in Akron, that we are part of that consortium. We are part of that group that, again, that takes NT Media to the world. So again, thank you for your support of me from this community. I just very much appreciate it, because we are doing wonderful things in the world, and by supporting other ministries and doing great things. It's really wonderful. Thank you.
John?
YesWise.com, where you'll find YesWise Inspiry, weekly inspirational message.
Right.
YesWise, YesWise.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Okay, so it is that moment in time where we take a moment of silence, and I'm turning on my, there we go. And I'm going to ring us in, and then I'll ring us when we're done. But please just take a moment to bring into mind, into your prayers, anyone who may need some healing, whether it's yourself, a family member, an individual, or if it's just the world. So let me ring that. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
And Divine Spirit is guiding me to do John's song some justice here. We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of peace. We are the people of peace. Sing out, people, sing out peace. We are the people of peace. We are the people of joy. We are the people of joy. Sing out, people, sing out joy. We are the people of joy. We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of love.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And very much appreciate that. And Hannah can you can end our Facebook feed now. And